The secret plan to get Donald Trump back into the presidency has been revealed. It is very, very simple. So simple that it could fit on a business card. And it's been distributed in CPAC, so not that secret anymore. But we're gonna break it down because if you don't want Trump back as president, you need to be prepared to do whatever is necessary to stop this plan, which is definitely coming. So it's a 7-part plan. The first part has multiple parts, as you'll see. So here it is. Reveal Achilles' heel. Pull back the curtain on the horror show that is today's Democrat Party, in quotation marks, which means he doesn't respect it. Watch Pelosi melt like the Wicked Witch of the West. See the Black Caucus and other key groups flip unexpectedly and watch the tables turn. So that's one part.
I've got to do sound effects.
A lot.
As you go, I'm doing sound effects. Okay. Tables turn. Wicked Witch of the West. Oh no, what a world. Oh, my Manolo Blahniks in my big fridge.
I love that it's like, no, here's a serious plan to replace the president. Okay. But it's so petty that like they have to call Pelosi the Wicked Witch of the West. They have to put quotations around Democrat Party. It's one part that incorporates pulling back the curtain, watching Pelosi melt, multiple groups flip, and then the tables turn. That's part one.
Yeah, it feels like part one has like about 4 parts to it. But anyway, keep going. Yeah.
And what's pull back the curtain? Well, but I want to do this. I want Trump to be president again. I want Patriots to soar like in your website. So how do I do that? I don't know how to pull the curtain back. That's vague. You need to be specific.
Well, it's all an allegory. I mean, it is all just what's the movie? I'm like Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
You're speaking of The Wizard of Oz.
Thank God it hasn't been canceled yet.
Stuff in
I know, yeah. So this is just Oz. So it's like turn into a dog, pull back curtain of Wizard of Oz. Then wait a minute, I'm just describing the Wizard of Oz. Let's keep going and see if it continues along that pattern.
Yes. So a couple of other issues. I love when you can't even have like internal consistency in the logic of your argument. So part one of the plan to get Trump back says, see the Black Caucus and other key groups flip unexpectedly and watch the tables turn. But wait, why is it unexpectedly? It's part one on your plan, dude. You expect it. You put it on the card. But anyway, that's part one. Part two is witness a trusted conservative elected as Speaker of the House and finally reveal suppressed results of existing investigations into election racketeering. So apparently there are already these investigations that trumpcard.patriotssoar.com knows about, but nobody else does, so that's cool. Number 3 is correct the official record, reveal that Trump legitimately won the 2020 election. That's at least concise, so I'll give them credit for that one. It's nonsensical, but it's concise. Then 4, the Speaker of the House drafts articles of impeachment for Biden-Harris. Okay, I could imagine that. That's something that could actually be done. Number 5. Citizen Donald J. Trump, why is he Citizen Donald J. Trump? Anyway, Citizen Donald J. Trump is placed into the line of presidential succession behind the vice president by electing him Speaker of the House. So
what?
But then why did you have the other person become Speaker first? It's just needlessly complex. This is the sort of thing that like, you get people in the writer's room and you start to cut, kill your darlings, that type thing. You don't need 2 speakers.
But I love that like, he's like kind of being constitutional about it,
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, so the election was stolen and we're gonna prove that it was stolen, but we're gonna get back into power very constitutionally. First he's Speaker of the House, and then, then we will kill the first 2 in line, no, impeach the first 2 in line, and then he will become, you gotta do it by the book.
Yeah, that's gonna fall apart in a couple of minutes. But yes, I do like that they want to at least, I think they start to get the idea that, wait a second, are we straying too far from our supposed love for the Constitution? Let's pretend we care about it. Yeah. But anyway, then Speaker of the House Donald J. Trump then calls for a vote to impeach, charge, and remove imposters Biden and Harris. Okay, that could potentially happen. So then, and this is where it goes straight into fantasy land. Duly impeached. Don't write duly. Like, I know what you're doing. You think that it's like, well, this is more official because I wrote duly. Anyway, duly impeach, charge, and remove Biden-Harris, whereby it's thereby, douche, thereby rendering all acts of said imposters while in office null and void and of no effect. That's not true. That's not how that works. Trump got impeached twice. It didn't wear by anything. So anyway, then duly elect President Donald J. Trump. Well, why is that not part 8? You're talking about electing a new president. Like that should be its own part.
I love how like we're correcting this as if it were real, number one, and not trumpcard.patriotssoar.com. And also that other people at CPAC were like, no. See, it's one step, September. Like he's coming back like Jesus. Like it's just, they're like, why is there all this? Also, if we're going with his logic, to be Speaker of the House, you gotta get elected to the House. That's how the House works.
Yeah, I don't know. Supposedly it's not clearly delineated, and supposedly somebody who's not a representative could become. It's never happened, but I don't think that's the craziest thing in this. There's several crazy things, but anyway, as we've alluded to, it was made by a group called Patriots Soar. I think that's a mistranslation. I think it's Patriots Are High, and they translate it as Patriots Soar based on the content of this.
Icarus Patriots, flying too close to the sun.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/thedamagereport. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.